Okay, gotta get prepared for the holidays. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? So much. Got things to buy, things to try and cook. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna cook. Let me get that. Hello? Yes, I will be there for the holidays. Well, I managed to get off for the day. Nope, not more than a day. Work in retail, we've talked about this before. No, I don't know if they'll be there. No. Okay, so I'm supposed to be bringing, some sort of dessert, okay. And utensils, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna bring. Yeah, I don't, because I haven't talked to them, in like a year. Yeah. No, well, we can all hope that they don't fight. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, gotta go. Bye. Hello, welcome to this episode of Let Me Tell Ya. Holiday expectations. Yay. Yeah, holidays are a lot. They're wonderful, but at the same time, sometimes they're total bullshit. I'll explain why. There's just a lot of stress and anxiety that sometimes people feel for the holidays. Not everybody. There are some weirdos like this guy who love everything about the holidays. They want everything. They want to do everything. They want to see everybody, and it's great. And it's wonderful. That is awesome for people to have that ability to be that not stressed and love holidays that much. And then there are people like me, and I think a lot of the rest of the world, who stress about everything. So we're going to break it down. The biggest worries, concerns, anxieties that we get told about Christmas, about Thanksgiving, about any holiday really in general that requires doing things with family or friends or really anyone. So number one, biggest thing for me and for anybody who works in retail is, working in retail. What I mean by the biggest thing of working in retail. So first off, as a retail worker, most places do not close for holidays. Where I work, we close one day, and that's Christmas, and that is only my section of the store. That is not the entire store. So really, my store actually never closes at all. I just benefit because the part that I work in does close. That being said, some people don't mind working on the holidays. A lot of people get time and a half, double time, and they love that money. And they spend the time with their family on a different day. And that's cool. Like, I used to do that when I was closer to my family, being that my family is very far away now. It's hard for me to do that. So I can't just say, cool, I'll take the day off, I'll go visit, and I'll come back. Because the closest family I have is my sister, my nieces, and my brother-in-law at 2 hours away. Which, that I could kind of do. The rest of my family is like 10 hours away. So, not so much a possibility. If you do have to work on a holiday in retail, the expectation is you really don't have to service anybody.
Why I like to be nude.
You would think most people would be spending time with their family, would be doing things, but there are a few people who either don't have family, are not close to family, have nothing better to do with their time, run real quick errands before they're going to their family. A lot of different things. You do encounter people on a holiday at the store, and sometimes that's incredibly frustrating. Especially when you get the common, oh, they're making you work today? That's terrible.
Bitch, are you for real?
Pretty sure I touched on this in my customer service video. We know it's terrible. We don't want anybody to have to work these days. The reason we do work is because you're there. If you are having the ability to tell me that you feel sorry for me, then you really don't feel sorry for me because you're at the store purchasing something. And when people are there purchasing something, the store is going to remain open until people finally say, nope, we're going to boycott it. We're not going to go. That's when it will close. Until then, we'll see ya on Thanksgiving and Christmas and every other freaking holiday.
Why I like to be nude.
Second thing that comes to my mind is the stress of family in general. For as much as you want to say you're going to go home and you're going to visit and you're going to love on your family, those expectations can sometimes be overwhelming, especially if you haven't seen your family in a longer time. Like me, there's a lot to fit in a short period of time for the visit, and not always does that go well. I get a lot of, oh, well, why haven't you visited? Oh, well, when will you visit again? Oh, how's this? How's that? Oh, well, I get a lot of judgment. I get a lot of questions, and the questions are a bit much. I knew moving away from family, only seeing them on short periods of time, doing what I do for a living, that I would kind of get questions here and there, judgment here and there. I'm used to that, but whatever. But the questions, the repeated questions of, well, we should set up this, and we should see each other here, and we should do this, and we should do this.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
That's a lot for me. My schedule right now is like on a week-to-week basis. So you asking me what I'm doing in 6 months, couldn't honestly tell you. Having at least one day off in 6 months. I don't really know. And it's just me. For people like my sister with kids, that's even more, because she's got her schedule, she's got the kids' schedule, she's got my brother-in-law's schedule. Please stop asking me all these questions. Please stop asking everybody questions. Just enjoy the time that you have with me that day, and let's go from there. Also, coming to family, we don't all just have one family that we go visit, especially if you're a married couple or a couple just in general. A lot of times you visit multiple families. You do mom's side, dad's side, girlfriend, boyfriend, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas. Around the holidays, a lot of people have get-togethers, different sides of the family, so you can't just all combine them into one. Sometimes you can, most times you can't, because sometimes even the one side of the family doesn't get along, let alone two completely different families. That being said, you know, it's very difficult in 1 or maybe 2 days, you know, Christmas Eve kind of thing, to fit all of those visits into one visit, if that makes sense. It's hard to schedule multiple people's time for saying, okay, we're gonna go here at noon, we'll be here at 2, you do lunch, you do dinner, you do this, presents here, this there.
Bitch, are you for real?
What I'm getting at is, although I love my family, and I'm sure most people do love their family and love getting to see them, it can also be excruciatingly overwhelming just to try and manage time and manage yourself, especially when there's more than just one of you. I get stressed just managing me. I'm one person, and I don't even have that many places to go to, and yet it still panics me. It still causes me massive anxiety. If you're a family, that like doubles it. Unless you're just super holiday efficient and you've got this down pack, which some families do. Props to you, congratulations. Tell me how you do it. Again, for people like this guy, he loves every second with his family. He expects there to be a family gathering, and I love every minute about that. I love every little bit about that, because he just has so much holiday spirit and care and love, and he wants to spend it with his family, and that's wonderful. And for any of you who are like that out there, mwah, I love you for being able to do that. That's great. It's just not normally the reality of things. Next thing is food, and a lot of things about food. Okay, so the first and probably the biggest portion of food is the expectation of having somebody cook for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, whatever holiday we're doing. You're asking a lot if you're expecting one person to do it. Most people, I don't think, expect one person. I think, again, as a family, they come together and they cook. If you're like me and a lot of people in my family, you don't cook. So that is reliant on you buying things. And sometimes money is not always there to buy things. So you know, we have in our brain that we're gonna go and we're gonna feast. Not just for Thanksgiving, for Christmas as well, with the turkey or ham or both in some places, macaroni
In a pot.
macaroni,
With the chicken strips.
stuffing, broccoli casserole, any potatoes, you name it, and it is in the holiday repertoire of food. And the expectation that this is all going to go well, that this is all going to be cooked perfectly on time, laid out on a table for everybody to enjoy, there be enough, there not be too much. That's kind of crazy in my brain too. For Thanksgiving, luckily get to go to my sister's, and her in-laws do like a pre-order thing from Whole Foods, which is wonderful. I love that they do that because we don't take the time wasting cooking and maybe fighting about how things are cooked or what's going to be cooked. It's just purchased, picked up, placed, and ate. And then we actually get to enjoy our time together, playing games. Yes, we do all take a nap together, a giant family nap, because there is so much food. But we actually get to enjoy each other's time instead of cooking. That being said, some families enjoy cooking together. They enjoy that time. If you are cookers, again, props to you for being able to do that. And I love that you get the ability to have that time with your family and do the cooking. So expectation, you're gonna go in, you're gonna cook with your family, have this wonderful food, everybody eats the right portion, everything goes well, nothing burns, nothing's gross, everything tastes beautiful. Reality, maybe not everything gets cooked in time, some things maybe don't get cooked so well. You gorge absolutely everything, you wind up having to buy a few things, who knows? But food is a massive holiday expectation that has so many things linked to it that I don't sometimes think we pay attention to. Another thing for me, small thing, is an expectation to look and dress nice. Look, I enjoy dressing nice. However, that is a lot of effort for me. And normally on a holiday is my time off, is my time to relax, is my time to chill. So when I come to you with my hair kind of wet, as you could see, I tried to curl it. It did not really do so well. And I come to you in a Clue shirt with some pants.
Sing the praises of pants.
And I don't have makeup on, or I don't have a nice shirt or a dress or whatever. Cut me some slack, man. Like, I came here to see you. I didn't come here to dress to the nines for a ball. You know, we're not going somewhere fancy. Now, if we do go somewhere fancy, obviously I will have had clothes that are appropriate. And I know sometimes people like to take family photos. If that's the case, I do normally bring an outfit, but I am more comfortable in what I am wearing currently than I am in nice clothing. When I go for the holidays, I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable and spend time with my family. Those are the things that are important to me. So my clothes, I could give a crap about. It's a t-shirt, it's fine. You know, and then if you're one of the people who love to dress up, I'm not going to judge you for dressing up, because I'm probably going to be like, damn, she put a lot of work into that. She looks good. Or damn, ooh, his hair's on point. It's looking fine.
Why I like to be nude.
I'll appreciate it. And I will love you for taking the effort and taking the time to do that, if you love me for being me and not taking the time and the effort. That's a very small expectation. Some people, it may be a bigger thing. For me, my family knows what I wear. They know what I look like. They don't expect more. If they get more, they think it's great. If they don't, they still think it's great. So this is more a Christmas thing, and that is the expectation of gifts. The expectation of having to bring something, of having to offer gifts, of having to spend your money. And look, this is going to be very controversial here. Controversial.
What else do you have?
I don't think it's necessary. And coming from me, that sounds crazy, because I love to buy people things. So when I say it's not necessary for people to buy me things, but I love to buy people things. Grant you, that has gotten me in a lot of debt, and I am trying to backtrack on those feelings to get my debt under control. I buy like one thing for my nieces, I buy one thing for Todd and a couple of our friends, and that's it. And even that is probably more than I should, but I can't help myself. But this expectation of some families that, well, we have 7 grandkids and every grandkid has to get something, or they have to get multiple somethings, or $20 is not enough, or, you know, just really the expectation of having something, of getting something. The point of holidays is family time, is to relax, enjoy, and just relish in your time with each other and really build those relationships. It's not for items. Grant you, items are nice. And sometimes, as like when you get to an adult and you get gifts of things that you need, not want, it's even nicer because then it's less money that you have to spend down the road. But it's not necessary. And I think a lot of us have kind of lost track of that a little bit. As you can see with all the Black Friday issues and all the sales and all the things like that, people go a little crazy. And I think we should start teaching our children at young ages that if you get something, that's nice and you should be thankful that you did, but do not expect that from people. It is more their choice to give you something. It's not a requirement for you to get something. My nieces, my sister's like that. She does not let them expect things. There have been a couple times, grant you, they're very young, so they may not even remember it, but I have been short on money for their birthdays. Yes, that breaks my heart that I can't get anything, but it is what it is. I don't have the money to do so. However, still being able to Skype with them or talk with them or visit them is more important to me. And sometimes I don't get to do that either, but you know, retail again. But I do make all the efforts in the world too, or when I do finally get to, I take every bit of the time with them and enjoy it and lavish on it, and as soon as I leave, I miss it. The same with my parents when I get to visit them and my family down in Louisiana. I never realized so much how much I did miss time with all my people until recently, thanks to COVID, when I didn't get to have that time. It does also cause me pain and suffering when I don't get to see them for so long. No, I'm not welling up. I am choking. So these expectations of gifts, I need people to lose that expectation. So my last and final expectation, I'm sure there are plenty more. These are just some that kind of like jump straight to my head when I think of the holidays. The expectation that people have to be pleasant and or happy during the holidays. And I don't mean to retail workers, because yes, please be pleasant to them. You don't have to be happy, but please at least be pleasant.
Why I like to be nude.
This is to people personally, people internally feeling either excited about the holidays or maybe even kind of dreading the holidays. People's emotions and feelings towards the holidays should not be expected to be a certain way. There are some times I do not look forward to the holidays, and that is because not always have holidays been a good thing in my family. In fact, there are times more so than not that holidays have actually not been good for my family. We have a tendency to lose family members around Thanksgiving or around Christmas. For example, this year we did lose my grandmother. She was very important to me. So knowing that we're going through this Christmas without her will be very difficult. That being said, I do know that getting to see my family, kind of having that bonding time with them will be nice. It's unfortunate of the circumstances because she is very greatly missed by all of us, and it will be a sad holiday without her. However, we will all get to see each other and kind of just reminisce at a celebration of life for her. So I have mixed feelings about these holidays coming up. Thanksgiving, I get to go see my sister and my nieces and my brother-in-law. Therefore, I'm excruciatingly excited. I'm very happy. During Christmas, when we have the celebration of life from my grandmother, we'll be sad, but also happy because I haven't seen my family in a couple of years thanks to COVID, and I will finally get to see them. It's just unfortunate I don't get to see everyone. So the expectation that everybody is supposed to be happy, excited, and welcoming of the holiday just doesn't make sense to me. Holidays are not always the best for some people, and you shouldn't be able to get to dictate how people feel about these things. I know for most people it is an exciting thing. It's a relaxation time. It's get to see your family time. But some people don't have family. Some people are not close with family. Some people lose family. There are so many things as to why a person could be happy or sad. And so you reserve the right to feel the way you feel about a holiday. I don't think people should judge you or get to expect something of you. So with that being said, like I said, for me in particular this year, the holidays are a catch-22, happy and sad moment. I will make it through. For Hot Toddy, they're going to be a very happy time because his family is actually getting together. Sometimes that's not always the case. They will be able to get together this year, so that's really exciting for him. I hope for all of you guys that you do get to have that happy holiday. You do get to see your family. Hope things go well. No fighting. Enjoy good food. Don't overeat or overeat. Whatever you want to do. Just don't feel bad about it afterwards if you do, because we all do it. But I just want all of you to focus on the holiday itself, not the expectations, the reality of the holiday, which is, in my opinion, being you, loving your family, enjoying whatever happens, whatever comes your way. If it's something bad that comes your way, taking it with the best amount of stride that you can and focusing on yourself to make sure that you're all right and can make it through. And that's gonna do it. So if I missed anything, you want to talk about it, let me know. We'll drop it in the comments. We'll kind of talk a little bit about it in the comments. Other than that, make sure you click the little bell, like, subscribe. If you click the bell, you'll get notified whenever we post videos. We are probably going to do a lot of videos lately because we've been slacking, but now we're on it. So we got this, let me tell you, we got some played outs. We got new podcast every Thursday, so check that out in our About section. Also check out merch in our About section. You know, those expectations of gifts. Not telling you have to get something, but if you wanted to, we got some great stuff. And with that, I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, a Merry, happy, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. Happy time with your family.
Why I like to be nude.